Recording? Okay. So people are speaking of samsara. I'm samsari. I'm suffering in life. What is this samsara business? Actually, I was giving a talk in one of the places in South Canada. First talk was on Bhagavad Gita. When I just was giving talk, somebody came and told, these are not applicable to us, sir. It's all for, we are all samsaris. Okay? These are all for sannyasis. People have concept of samsara. What is samsara, I asked. Oh, I have a family, I have a children, okay? I have a house, I have a job to do. Bhagavad Gita is for sannyasis, not for samsaris. My dear sir, the word samsara itself is concept. Sara means essence. Essence of the world. World, W-O-R-L-D, world. Essence of the world is called samsara. Sam means right essence of the world. World is W-O-R-L-D. Is world your family? Is world your husband? Is world your wife? Is world your job? What is world for you? World is nothing but a word in your head. W-O-R-L-D, world is nothing but W-O-R-D, world. World is nothing but word. Other than the word, there's no world. What is word? Word is nothing but a name and form. So this is glass. Glass is a word. Glass is an object. In my mind, it's a word. Word has a name and form. The word appears as a thought. So the world is nothing but word. Word is a thought. So nothing wrong in the thought. But there's a wrong in chaining of the thoughts. We create a thought chain and get trapped in our thought chain. Our own trap is our thought chain. So this trapping by the thought chain is called samsara. For example, please raise your right hand, close your eyes. All of you do this exercise. Press your fingers. Okay. Press your fingers. Press hard. Now open your eyes. I'll ask you a question. Where did you feel the sensation? In the palm. Where is the palm? Where is the palm? Palm is in the hand. Where is the hand? Hand is the body. Where is the body? Huh? In the room. Where is the room?
World.
In the world. Where is the world? So what we are doing is, we are creating a thought chain. Okay? We are lost in the thought chain. So, sensation is the finger. Finger is a thought. Where is the thought? This thought called finger is in a thought called body. Where is body? In the mind, brain. Where is the body? In the world. Actually, we are creating a thought chain, a conceptual chain. Understand? We are creating a data structure, very complicated data structure in a software language. In reality, close your eyes and just feel the sensation, just notice the sensation. The sensation appearing and disappearing in our awareness, that's all. Appearing, disappearing awareness, that's all. So instead of saying going straight to the awareness, you are actually saying, oh, sensation in the finger, finger is in my hand, hand is in my body. Okay, where is the finger? Awareness. Everything is appearing and disappearing in awareness. If you understand that, you're not creating a thought chain, then you are free from samsara. Samsara means thought chain. We are tying ourselves into loop. Are we clear? So, we are making in Vedanta, we are making a big deal about samsara. Without understanding, samsara is nothing but a thought chain. World is nothing but world, W-O-R-L-D, world is nothing but word, W-O-R-D. Word is nothing but a thought. Why do you change the thoughts and get stuck in the chain of thoughts? Just understand every thought is rising in awareness and falling in awareness. Now, where is awareness? Awareness is not anywhere. Awareness is nowhere. N-O-W-H-E-R-E. Nowhere. Right? So, there was a school teacher. He is called rationalist. Okay? He is called rationalist. He wanted to teach children rationalism. He told children, God is nowhere. N-O-W-H-E-R-E. N-O-W-H-E-R-E. God is nowhere. A boy said, just flipped it. God is now and here. So now and here is God. Nowhere and here both happen simultaneously. Okay. That is called spirituality. So I'll tell you nowhere and now and here how it will happen. So entire world, you understand thoughts. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Where are you? Where are you? Huh?
In the mind.
Pujaji?
In the universe.
In the universe. Where is this universe? Thought. Are you in a thought?
A perception.
Perception is a thought. Understand? We are lost in the thoughts without understanding that I am the source of thoughts. Awareness is the source of thoughts. All thoughts are rising and falling in awareness. Okay. Are you clear? So everything is rising and falling in awareness. Straight away go to awareness, then you are self-realized. That's all. Instead of changing thought. If you change your thought, you are stuck in the knot. Thoughts normally are past or future. Right? Thoughts cannot be present moment. There cannot be thoughts of present moment. The present moment thought is called body. Everything else is past or future. Think of anything is about past or future. Word is nothing but W-O-R-L-D. World is nothing but word. Word is nothing but a thought. Thought is always coming from knowledge of the past or imagination of future. All right? Past and future don't exist. They are not there. It is just a record, memory record. In that sense, world doesn't exist. Reality is experience of present moment now, which is the body and sensation. It's too much?
I guess in that example of hand you quoted, I guess we, the sensation going from hand all the way, tracing it back to the brain. I think the way we have been raised in this society, I think it's easy to go up to the brain and making a transition from there to the Atman or Brahman or awareness. I think that's what most of us may have difficulty in making that transition and accepting it all the time as reality.
Oh, that's only reality.
Yeah. I guess we need to kind of practice that, like you were telling, going
Let
back.
me ask you. Have you any time seen your brain?
No, I mean, not my brain, but other brain as a medical student and the
brain you have seen. Right? We are concepting our brain, and something we are saying in a concept is right. I will say fair enough. From a concept, thoughts are coming. I can say, right? Concept called brain, thoughts are coming. I agree.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree with me? For you, your brain is a concept, no, not a reality.
Correct.
No?
Correct.
Huh? So, do you agree that from your concept called brain, thoughts are rising and falling? Is it agreed or not?
Yes.
And where is the concept coming from?
Again, the same source.
It's a cycle, right? Concept is coming from brain and brain is a concept. You are in a chain.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying? We are
Yeah.
in loop. Where is the brain is a concept. From the brain, thoughts are coming. Okay? Where is the thought called brain? Concept called brain? It is in the brain. So where are you? Actually, you are the one who is aware of this.
Correct.
Huh?
Yeah.
So this chain of thoughts where you're circling around is the loop. That loop is called samsara.
I see. In the same way that moon example, I think somebody when your childhood, my mother showed, oh, that is the moon. That's why that memory, that the document, the recording, always we associate that. That's.
Yes.
But I guess if you didn't know that, like an infant looks at some object and think, oh, that's something there. He doesn't know the name.
Yeah. So our problem of samsara is we are one concept or other concept, we are chaining around and looping around in the concept.
Yeah.
Okay. Always understand all concepts are appearing and disappearing in awareness. That's all. You are free. So when I ask you a question, where are you? I am in California. California is a place. Are you in California? California is a thought.
There's world, and then because I am aware, I can see the world. If so, world is a reality, and my body is able to.
Oh, world is a reality. We'll take it as a separate concept. Separate.
Because world exists, and if a dead person cannot see the world.
No.
But
That world exists. World exists. I will have to take it as separate analysis. Okay, that itself is to be expanded, understood properly. Okay, I'll take it as a separate analysis. World exists, right? Whether world exists or not, we'll find out. Understand? Okay, that right now will not touch the concept called world exists or not. Right now we're thinking of past and future and present moment. Okay, we are speaking of time. So all thoughts are about past or future. If you want to, mind is floating in past or future, correct? So your body is here. Okay, if you think of India, where is your mind? Space. Okay, if you think 10 years back, mind is the past. Right? Mind is floating in time and space. Where are you? You means here the mind. Right? Typically, you're sitting in front of your wife. Wife is talking. Nothing is going here. Everything is going here. Why? Because body is here, but you are somewhere else. Absent-minded. So the mind is you in that sense compared to body. So now, first part of meditation is bring the mind back to the body. Body is here and now. Okay? Here and now. Meditation you cannot do when the mind is floating in time and space. Meditation, for the meditation, mind has to be brought to body and breath. Because body and breath is the present moment. Your heartbeat is the present moment. Your breath is in the present moment. Your lungs are operating in the present moment. Your whole body is operating in the present moment. Whereas mind is operating past and future. Okay. So first step of meditation is find out, ask the question, where am I? And bring the body awareness to body. And just become aware of sensation of body. From head to toe, just look at the body, sensations, scan. When you scan the body is nothing but a bundle of sensations. Sensations rising and falling. It's like a wave. There's no solidity for the body. Okay, if you look at sensations, there's a sensation in the body. If you observe carefully, sensations are not stable. Your entire body is nothing but a bundle of energy, waves. Okay, there's no solidity. But as an observer, you're able to observe. Your observer is only stable. Everything else is unstable, just moving, changing. That observer is the sakshi, the witness, the Atma, the self. Everything is rising and falling in awareness. Instead of that, we start doing thought chain. Oh, I'm observing my finger. Where is my finger? Finger is in my hand. Where is my hand? Hand is my body. Body is in my brain. Alright? You are creating a thought chain. Just say, my finger is moving in my awareness. Sensations are coming in my awareness. So then at that way, you are always going to the source. Source is the awareness. If you are, otherwise we are mostly lost in the conceptual chain, thought chain. It's okay for dealing in the world, but reality you have to understand, everything is happening, appearing and disappearing in awareness. And nothing has a basis, solid basis, because everything is appearing and disappearing. Finger movement, appearing and disappearing. Hand movement, appearing, disappearing in my awareness.
When you say my finger, my awareness, that also.
That's what I'm saying. For your explanation purpose, I'm speaking of my. For you, otherwise I'll have to say, I don't have to speak anything. I have to sit silently, right? When I have to explain some language, you know. So the my is also another concept. That's a thought rising and falling, right? So now the process of transcendental meditation is anything in the world, any object, including thought, is rising and falling in awareness. I am awareness. If you are able to stay there, it's called transcendental meditation. The counterpart of this is called immanent meditation. So everything, every object in the world is world is nothing but a word. Word is nothing but a thought. Thought is appearing and rising and falling in my awareness. That's all. So all in one. That's called transcendence. The counterpart of this, one in all. The other way, immanent. One in all is called immanent. What is it, one in all? Oh, there's sun, there's moon, there's the world. Okay. The isness is called existence. That's the existence. Some existence is there. You said world exists. Existence is there. Correct? So the existence is called world. We are not denying the existence. I am existence. I also exist. As existence, I am in all. In that sense, I am in all. Now this all is a variety. Sun is, moon is, tree is. There are various forms. Forms are dependent on sense organs. But existence is not dependent on sense organs. Existence is there. So existence, we are actually depending on sense organs. We are putting some form on the existence. If my eyes are jaundiced, I see the existence as yellow. If my eyes are colorblind, existence I says colorblind. So I'm superimposing my sense organs and mind on the existence. Existence is there. World is there, but forms are dependent on my sense organs and mind. Sensing mechanism. A bird will see the world in a different way. A dog will see the world in a different way. A human being, blind person, sees the world in a different way. Right? So perceptions of the world are not real. But world is real as existence. Are you clear? So, but existence, we are actually using our perception trying to gauge the world, sense the world. That is not real. That's a thought. The world as existence is real. So I am there everywhere in the world as existence. That's real. The world is in me. All forms are in me. That's also real. That's all forms are in me. It's called all in one. That's called transcendence. One in all is called immanence. If you are able to do all in one and one in all realize, that's called liberation, mukti.
Is it the word transcendent or isn't
That's
actual meaning is above, beyond, or immanent is
that's all with reference to what you are today. All teaching is for the person who is sitting in front of me. The best teaching in the world is sit silently. Then you will not understand anything. I have to use the word to communicate something which is beyond the world. So transcendent means what is beyond sense organs in the mind. The awareness is beyond sense organs in the mind. That's why it's called transcendence. Immanent means something is available to sense organs in the mind. Okay. So there are two realizations. All in one is called Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. One in all is called Sarvam Khalida Brahma. So these two realizations is called together is called non-dual realization. Advaita. So there are two types of meditation. Transcendental meditation and immanent meditation. Transcendental meditation is very suitable for night time. When you go to sleep or before going to sleep, do the transcendental meditation. Because it's a dissolution. Entire world is absorbed back into you in deep sleep. Okay. Immanent meditation is suitable for you when you wake up. Entire world appears in front of you. Okay. So, one in all called immanent meditation. All in one is called transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation is very suitable night time because your activities are over. You are withdrawing. Transcendental immanent meditation is suitable for you when you wake up because everything is emerging from you. Consciousness. Understand? Right? If you do transcendental meditation in the waking state, you will not be able to function. So So in the waking state, you have to function with the immanent meditation. In the sleep state, before going to sleep, you have to go to transcendental meditation. Transcendence and immanence, both together is called Advaita, non-duality. Understand? So in immanent meditation, you see all is one in all. One means one existence is there everywhere. One existence, not the form. We're not speaking of the form. Form is dependent on sense organs. One existence everywhere. So I am that existence. So one existence everywhere. If you see this love, pure love, that's called universal love. That's called divine mother. That's very suitable for activity in the world. The other part is all in one. The world is in me. World is not good. World is not good. Thought are appearing and disappearing in me. And what is appearing and disappearing in me is not real. I am real. Awareness. Where is awareness? Nowhere. Not in time and not in space. That's called transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation is peace, absolute peace. If I'm not in time and space, no headache. Peace. So get out of chain of thought chain called samsara. Samsara is nothing but thought chain. It's not about people. It's not about society. It's not about family. It's thought chaining. Any questions, sir? Premaji, Doctor, Pratibha, Vasuki, Gayatri, or anybody sitting here? Any more questions?
The same question but you said you will tackle it later. But like I'm saying, all the thoughts appear in and all the thought chains obviously is appearing in my thoughts only. So it's all arising from the thoughts, even like all the present, past, or whatever. But the thoughts about present and past. But the world does exist.
So I'll answer the question.
Yeah,
world exists.
I am jumping onto thought to thought. That is.
I'm jumping from thought to thought is a monkey, like a monkey. That's a stress.
Is a threat. Is a thought.
It's a thought. It's a stress. Is the world really there or not? We'll analyze that separately. Right? Understand? Is the world there or not? That we'll understand separately. So related to what I said today, stress, thought chaining, is that clear?
Yeah. Thoughts are arising from awareness.
Awareness. But instead of that, we are not going to source. We are actually chaining. Finger is there in my hand is in my finger, brain, body is in my this thing. So we are actually putting thought chains, concept after concepts, right? In software language, it's a very bad way of programming.
I guess the going back to the source is what is like Ramana Maharshi is going back to the source, Sumaniro, all that essence is the same, correct?
Essence is same. I'm communicating in a modern simplified way.
Got it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Say what Ramana Maharshi told, or any Vedanta telling, the teaching is I'm trying to make it in a way you can understand it. That's all.
Understand.
Correct? Otherwise,
Correct.
people spend years and years trying to understand samsara. They won't understand samsara. I'm trying to make it understand in a modern language. And I have a lot of software engineers. They understand very well a bad programming language that they'll understand. Variable to variable linked to another variable. Back to simple source. Right? You are creating a very big, huge file system. Okay, root directory is forgotten. Any questions, Dhawan?
No question.
So, Premaji? Okay, you have a question.
External, which is immanent, there is love which comes out for so whereas if I do the other way around, there is calmness and stillness,
Yes.
peace.
Yes.
So what is the importance of these emotions? Like they're very different emotions.
She is asking the two types of realization. All in one and one in all. All in one is called Aham Brahmasmi. One in all called Sarvam Khalu Brahma. All in one is called Para Shanti, supreme peace. One in all is called para bhakti, pure love. Okay. So what is the difference between two? Right? Para bhakti or pure love helps you to function in the world very beautifully. A mother takes care of the child because of love for the child. Okay. Whole world runs because of love. The feeling of connectedness. So if you are feeling connected to the entire world, you will be able to function in the world out of love. Right now, we function in the world because of pressure. I have to do something. Everything activity you do out of love, there's a joy in that. It's not an emotion. Love is not an emotion. Similarly, peace is not an emotion. Love and peace are your nature. When you realize and the existence, totality of existence is called love. When you realize totality of existence in me is called peace. Peace frees you from all stress. Okay. In the peace, you cannot function anything. Right? In deep sleep, you're peaceful, but there's no functioning. Whereas in the waking state, you function. You function, please understand, you function based on what you love. Oh, this movie I love this movie. That movie I don't like. So love makes you function. So if you are able to love for the universe is there, you'll be able to do any actions will become out of joy and love. So love is not an emotion. Peace is not an emotion. It's your nature. Are we clear?
But we who are in question or when we're inquiring about others, we go more towards peace and not towards.
Okay, so self-enquiry leads to more towards peace. Correct? So that's what the question is. Self-enquiry, who am I? Now, the concept of self is bringing individual self. It's not individual self. SCLF, self in Vedanta, is called Atma. So Atma, we think that it's inside. Atma, the world is not inside. Atma means apnoti, means all pervading. Atma is Brahman. So inner and outer reality is one, is called meaning of Atma. That's why Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, I am the totality. So it's not just inwards. The realization has to be transcendental immanent. You should be transcend the duality. Inner and outer reality you have to drop. So the self is all pervading and self is inner reality. Both you have to do. Both you have to understand. It's only one reality is there. Self-enquiry start with asking, who am I? Who am I? Go inside. Then you realize that what is inside is everywhere. Right? That's the totality. Understand? It's not just inside. It's everywhere. Are you clear?
So asking who am I is not the final thing.
No, who am I is the final thing. When you realize the real I, you understand real I is all pervading. Real I is not limited to within the body. It's universal. Understand? Anybody else has a question? Premaji?
How do we know?
No, Guruji, no questions.
Okay, how do you? That's the process. That's the spiritual journey. How do you know self is all pervading, right? That's the spiritual journey. That you have to learn from the master. How do we know self is all pervading? So the master's job is to point out to you all pervading self by not giving you more knowledge, but pointing out the fallacy in your knowledge, error in your perception. Are you clear? The master is not giving you new knowledge. Master is actually trying to point out to you what you are missing. Are you clear? So that's where the master is required, a realized master. How do we know? Find a realized master. So
how do we realize? Like we may know it theoretically. Like we can.
How do you realize? Find a realized master. Work under his guidance. How do you realize? Again, you are bringing a concept called we. We can never realize. When you drop, we is realized. That's why it said, I'll chant this out. Tad vidhi pranipatena, pariprashnena, parisevaya, upadekshanti, te gnanam, gnaninaha, tattvadarshinaha. How do you realize? Tadvidhi pranipatena. Go to a realized master. Surrender. In this, surrender all your wrong concepts. Then right concept remains. That's called realization. Upadekshanti te gnanam. Gnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. One who realizes the truth will help you to get rid of all wrong concepts. Right concept shines by itself. That's called realization. Wrong perceptions go, real perception remains. That's called realization. Reality remains, not real perception. That's called realization. That's called enlightenment. Very clear? So if there are no more questions, do you have any questions, Gayatri? Samsara is understood?
Yes, Guruji.
Who is asking?